Welcome back, everyone. And as I said earlier, it is double the trouble today. We just finished talking with Omo Sexy, and here we have a seasoned jazz musician. He's been playing the saxophone for over 20 years, and we also caught up with him in Atlanta a couple of days ago where he had a wonderful concert which we enjoyed so very much. He is Mike Aremu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me on your show. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. We had so much fun. If you get the chance to listen to his music, we'll talk about it, but you don't want to miss it. Everybody knows I love jazz. Friday was the night. It was a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
He also rocked the house.
He did. He did.
So jazz, how did that start?
I think I started listening to jazz when I was I was maybe like 12 years old. Okay. And then maybe because from where I grew up, I grew up in Mina in Niger State. That's in Nigeria. We didn't have the opportunity to have all of those maybe or the kind of background that I had, So when I had the privilege and opportunity to listen to jazz, actually it was a sick tune on TV. Now in Mina then, TV stations only work from maybe like 5 p.m. to about 12 midnight, and then when they started, it would be, pam, 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 and that was the first jazz tune. So most of my first jazz tunes were from TV before they started the broadcast for the day. Okay. That's the first experience. It was later, much more later, that I started acquiring jazz tapes.
So when it comes down to music, who are some of the artists that you looked up to as a child and then decided, okay, this is where I'd want to go with mine?
All right. I didn't have much opportunities when I was growing up because, like I said, the kind of background I came from, we weren't really exposed. It was fine enough, and we didn't have all of those materials, and so. But with time, there was this guy who is a gospel trumpeter, Phil Driscoll. It would be one of the tapes that I acquired, and then I had the tape. I didn't have a player to play the tape, but I just stole it somewhere, and it was there. And then I would just adore because I heard it once, and then I would just adore and I admired the tape. With time, as I was growing up, I kind of developed interest and started listening to Kenny G. A lot of people I realized in the North liked Kenny G. And somehow I fell in love with his sound, and yes, so that's just it. But before then, let me tell you, even because when I grew up in a white garment church, now in that church it was a tradition for every child to be able to play some kind of instrument. So and then we'll start with. I started with a local drum. It's called Akuba and a bass drum. Okay. If you had ever listened, Kekites, if you remember, those their drums. Yeah, they got it from the white garment church. So I started by playing that and a bit of every other instrument, and then I played a bit of the guitar, the bass guitar, the drum set. What else? Every instrument the talking drum, and every instrument that I came across, I learned, and then majored on the trumpet for a long time, and then switched to the saxophone. So the saxophone was actually the last instrument that I picked up. Yeah.
Funny you don't have your baby with you.
Well, she's somewhere there, it's always with me,
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Your first project came out in '99. I remember listening to that, and it was like I was in heaven. We have fallen in love with your music.
Wow.
And followed you through the years, and you have made phenomenal progress.
Thank you very much.
So you have something you're working on right now. Tell us about it.
Yes, I'm working on a project. My last album was 2005. My third album. The first was Dance in 1999. Second was No Shaking. And then the third one was Unveiled. Now, I've done 2 singles, in between. Actually, 3. I just did the third one. One was Araba, the other one was Akwaba, and 2 singles. But now I'm working on a project. As I speak, my band is in the UK, we were touring from December, and part of our tour was also to record. So we've recorded about 5 songs. Trust me, I record albums, and I really don't get into. I don't enjoy this album until people start telling me, "Oh, that's good," and I go, "Yeah, really? Is it good?" But this one, I know this album is gonna be. It was worth the wait. You know, I mean, it's really gonna be a blast.
Good, good.
Let's go back to Kenny G, because we were talking earlier, and you're taking him to Nigeria.
Oh, yes, I do a yearly concert in Nigeria. It's called Sax Appeal, and I've had 2 successful Sax Appeal concerts, and I've had, you know, artists from here, from the UK, from South Africa, you know. But this time we want to take it to a bigger, you know, a much more bigger. I mean, we're doing Muson, which is quite a big venue, and now we have a bigger venue in Nigeria and Lagos, and then that's where we're having it. And so this year, June 5th, 2011, I'll be having Kenny G, you know, and it's been my dream, you know. When we were growing up, there were so many people. The guy I told you that I had his tape, I remember, you know, I used to look forward to, and I finally got to listen to him. As a trumpeter then, I liked him so much. And then it's funny, so many people that I wanted to be like, I've had the opportunity to perform with them on the same stage, you know, which is like, there's this, I don't know if you've heard about the Experience concert, or Lagos Experience. It's about 500,000 people in attendance, and you know, we played on the same stage with the same guy, you know, and for me it's a privilege. And then this year, you know, my dream is just coming true, and then, you know, I'm gonna play on the same stage as well, and I'm inviting, you know, responsible for whatever for him to come. So it's amazing for me.
So this is a yearly event.
It is,
yeah. Maybe he'll get to invite Talk Time Africa.
Right, I was just going to say, we know where we're going to be that week in
Please
June.
put it on your diary, Jenny. Do you need help? It should be on your diary.
That would be a nice one.
Yeah,
that would be a nice festival. And you said it's yearly?
It's yearly, yes.
Okay, and
the
you
third one this year.
Okay, you always bring in artists from different countries?
Yes, from different countries, because the essence is to bring good and pop music to Nigeria, you know, a genre that people, you know, some people are comfortable with, you know. Jazz is also for, you know, some set of people and who don't find, they're not comfortable going to other shows, and then you just want to bring it right to them. So it's been wonderful, you know. Venues have been sold out so far, you know, and so yeah, I'll be expecting you definitely this year.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So, Mike, you also attended the 53rd Grammys.
Yes.
How was that experience for you?
Wow, it was quite encouraging for me. It was challenging. I was inspired because, you know, not just as a musician, but as someone, like I said, that organizes events. You know, I love excellence. I like things to be done well, and trust me, even though I know they've been doing it for 53 years, I saw some serious kind of you know, professionalism, and I'm so inspired. I can't wait. And I said to Bishop was there. I said to him, I said, listen, there are 2 things that one can either go on with. You either just pack your bag and say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, or you just go and, you know, upgrade yourself and just do it well. I mean, my concerts for Nigerian level, people wrote comments that they've been to concerts all over the world that it was like that. And my concerts are always like that. You never get a dull moment. And I was inspired to do even more, you know, to put more into what I'm doing. I can't wait to get back to Nigeria right now. I can't wait to, you know, get into the planning, you know.
Implement all that you've learned.
Yes, so it was really, you know, it was really an experience, an eye-opener. What people were looking at probably wasn't what I was looking at that point, but I was seeing other things, and I just seeing how I can fit myself into what's happening, and hopefully to get pick up on that word. You know, or just even perform at the stage as well. So yes.
That's something to work towards.
Yeah, definitely.
We are proud of you.
Thank you
and
very
we know
much.
that the sky's the limit. Well, the sky is not even the limit for you.
It's a stepping stone for me.
Yeah, it can only get better.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So with everything you've done, if people wanted information about your music, how to get in touch with you, about the things you organize in Nigeria, is all that on a website somewhere?
Oh, yes, on www.mycaremuvision.com.
mycaremuvision.com.
Yes, .com. And yeah, all my music are on iTunes.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the best way to. And if you just Google My Caremu, there are loads of sites selling my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know it couldn't have been all smooth sailing for you all this time.
Oh wow.
You know, you must have had some ups and downs along
Definitely.
the way.
I mean,
But what would you say to that young person who is looking up to becoming something like that? You know, they want to do something with their lives in that area. What would you say to them? What have you learned that can help them also?
Well, what I would say is you just remain focused. You know, so many people live here and they have so many opportunities, and then they still complaining, getting into drugs and all of that. I remember I didn't use a proper toilet until maybe I was 14 or 15. If you know, we used to use you know what they call shalanga, you know, that thing with a hole, and then you go, you know, drop your thing right there, you know. And there's no excuse to fail in life. The greatest people in this life, you know, they never started big, you know. I never, prior to the time that I started playing the saxophone, I only saw saxophone on TV. You know, and the TV that I watched from a neighbor's window, you know. So there's no excuse to fail, and you know, you just have to follow your dreams. Everything is possible. You just think it, work towards it, remain focused, and just make God the reason of whatever you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing stuff.
Do you have any humanitarian or philanthropic work that you're doing or thinking of starting?
Well, I started some in 2005, you know, for children with learning difficulties, and for autistic children, you know, because I studied that, you know, music helped them a lot. And then we'll go with some of my band members to go to their centers and just set up and then just play.
Right.
And, you know, you could tell, like, everyone just, no matter how terrible their situations were, you know, they would come and just be, everywhere would be calm.
Respond to
Yes, so we did that in Lagos, did that in Ibadan, did that in Jos. As a matter of fact, the day we went to Jos for the last one was when the fight started. So it was really even risking our lives to do that. So yes, that's what I've been doing. And I hope I also partner with so many, any good cause. The concert in June is for Children's Hospital. It's also for Children's Hospital in Cross River in Nigeria as well, just to raise money for that hospital. Yes, that's what.
You know, I say music is healing, jazz is soothing.
Yeah,
Love it.
That's the.
Love
I'm
it.
gonna write that down.
Remember, Jay said it.
I'm putting credit. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mike, for being with us, hanging out with us this evening. We enjoyed having you on the show. I'm sorry. But when you go back and you're putting together all the little plans for that show in June,
Definitely.
remember us.
Talk Time Africa.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
So as I always say, enjoy the moment, live your dreams, and as you heard Mike say, stay focused. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good night.